Welcome back. This video we're going to go over how to set display groups so we can customize our views of how many windows and which cameras we see in each window on our main display. So standard is on our device list, it comes up in the same order. Our cameras go across. Even if I close them all, as soon as I hit preview all, the cameras will appear in the same order as our device list. If you don't want to see that order, you do not have to change your device list. You do not have to add and remove your cameras and put them back in. There's an option for group view and settings. It's the fourth icon from the left. Simply going to click on that and it says preview group setting. So we're going to go ahead and change that. It has 16 different display groups that we can customize. You can give them names. You can set the number of views. Obviously, it starts with group 1. Default is 4 view. I have 24 cameras, so I'm going to change my view to 25. The next box over says System Start Display Group. This is the display group that will automatically display when you start your machine. So if you restart your DVR, this is the display it'll pop up as. So if you want it set that way, simply check that box, and that will set your default view. On our device list, we have all the cameras that are connected. If you have a camera that is not connected, it will not show up in this list, and you cannot add it to the display group until it is. So until you've got that camera added, you're not going to see this on this list. So make sure all your cameras are added before you do this. The bottom of our device list, it says default stream type. It defaults to mainstream. We're going to change that to substream. I have so many windows. The smaller view, we want it to load faster. The substream will do that. The quality is not as high. However, if I double click on any single camera, it will make it a single image and default to mainstream, so it's a better view. Substream will load faster, and when it's this small at 25 view, it's not going to matter anyway. So make sure you've got it on sub if you've got a lot of cameras. So what I recommend doing is having a list of your cameras and what order you'd like them in. So I'm going to go ahead, and all you do is simply select the camera, click on it, drag and hold, and let go in the window you want it to appear. So if I want all of my cameras that are near my entry, all I need to do is grab them and drag and drop to each window. If I make a mistake, maybe I don't want this camera here, all I do is double click, it removes it from that window. So I can go ahead and go back, drag it, there it is. And you just keep continuing on through the next row. Again, this is where that list of cameras really does help out. So you're not kind of guessing, well, I think I have this one, I'm not sure if I have that one. Use it as a little checklist and map it out. And you can follow this, set up, say, follow someone through your store, maybe aisle 1, aisle 2. You can set them just for certain cameras if you wanted one just to see your outside, or maybe you want one just to see your point of sale. We're going to go ahead and show you how you can set certain ones like that too, so you're not actually seeing all of your cameras. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my list here. Receiving. So receiving, not receiving door. The next one over. And then the warehouse. And then shipping. Okay, then I'm going to do all my Unit C cameras. Have them all in a nice row so they're all together. Or dock 1 and dock 2. If you don't have the full number of cameras to match the view, don't worry about it. As I said, I have 24 cameras and I have a 25 view window. Unfortunately, we can't make it a 24 view window. It doesn't work like that. We have to pick from what they give us. So I've got my 24 view set up. I'm just going to simply leave this last one blank. When I've got them where I like them, I'm going to click Save, Exit. And now my cameras are still not in that order. They're still as a device list order. So change that. We're going to go back to our icon on the bottom for a group view and setting, click on it, and select group 1. And you can see now the cameras do change, move around in the order that we selected. Well, maybe I don't like it being called group 1. I want to call it something else. So I'm going to go back into that preview group setting, and I'm going to change that group name to all cameras. Save it, exit, and now there's all cameras. So I really what group I'm picking from, because otherwise, like, what is group 1? What's group 2? Can't remember. This is just the easiest way to renaming it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select group 2, and it's going to go to a 4-view window. Well, maybe I just want to see my Unit C cameras. So I'm just going to call this Unit C. I don't want it to be my startup group. And I'm just going to change this back to sub. Drag and drop again. And now I have 5 cameras, but I want to leave it at a 4 view here. All I can do is I can take this one. I'm going to have my dock camera rotate. So there's 2 camera names actually here. And if I double click it, it makes it 1. I can remove them. Let's take it and drag it below. And it's fine for these to be to 1. At the bottom, it says interval, and that's 5 seconds. That's what the rotating interval is going to be. 5 seconds is kind of quick, but I'll leave it there just for our purposes. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I'm going to exit. Again, I have to select my group. I'm going to select Unit C. It changes, and the 3 cameras should stay the same. And after a few seconds, our other one changes back, and it will constantly rotate until we tell it not to. It'll flip back and forth. If you have all your point of sales, you can have all your outside. You can group them as many ways as you want. Just remember you have 16 different groups that you can choose from. If I go ahead and close all of this, it will close my existing. I can change my view to maybe a 6 view, and maybe I only want to see a few cameras here. So even when I hit preview all, it's only going to show me the 6 that first pop up. If I want to keep that, I can do a quick option of current view as, and it keeps the name, so I know that I've already used those group settings. I'm going to just say that as group 3. No big deal. And then maybe I'm going to go back to my all cameras. I'll come back and say, hey, I want to do that quick one I just did. Select it again, group 3. There it is. So you can change them as many times as you want, add them. If you want to go through and actually go through other settings, set your default. You always have to go into the preview group settings screen, but you can always use your drop down here. That group 3, maybe I want to change some of these out that I did on, quick on the fly. I don't want this one, maybe I want this one instead. And I can save it up and it will automatically change. It didn't change here because I have to reset it, group 3, and that camera will change out, and it's right there. So this is how you can do your groups. Or if you just add all your cameras in and they're not in order you like, don't worry about the device list and what order they're in. You can always just set them here, and that's really what you're looking at anyway, is the view. It's not the device list so much on the right-hand side. You're going to look at all the windows that are there. If you're having any problems with these or any issues, need some help, please go to our website, watcherprotect.com, then click on support, technical support, and it will give you an option to fill in an online request. That tech request will go to all of our techs, and obviously the first available person will give you a call back. You can fill in your phone number, email, what the issue is, and if you prefer to be emailed instead of giving a phone call, whichever you prefer, make sure you put that in the notes. If you'd rather call us, phone number here is 847-250-0860. Please leave a message if we're on the phone. Obviously, we can't answer it, but again, 847-250-0860, and give us a call. Thank you.